Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cole.
Welcome to our home. Today, we're going to have Cole tell you guys about his time on the Disney Dream when he went to Vibe. We'll let Cole tell you a little more about it, but how about I just ask you some questions and you fill in the answers. So what were you expecting out of Vibe going into it?
I was expecting it to be a little more social than it really was. Sometimes it was really social, but other times it's just kind of like free. You kind of just roam around and you can be more social.
So were there lots of youth, or just every now and then there were sporadic amounts, or?
It depended on the time of the day. During the morning there weren't that many kids in there, and during the evening time there were some, and there were a lot more than in the morning, but really the biggest time for kids and teenagers to be in there were like right at lunchtime.
So Cole, what was your favorite thing to do while you were in the Vibe?
My favorite thing to do in the Vibe was to play the arcade system, which was Miss Pac-Man and Galaxia. I'm not very good at it, but I had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh, very good. And so, would you say it's predominantly more boys or more girls on our trip when we went? And we were on a 3-day trip, so I think on a 7-day trip you'd probably have more time to get to know more people in there. But, you know,
I would say mostly there were more girls in there.
Okay.
But
So
there
more
were
girls.
there were boys in there. Actually, quite a few, but predominantly mostly girls.
So predominantly girls. Okay. And so, what was some of the activities that you were most looking forward to do?
Like I said, I was really excited about playing Miss Pac-Man.
Sure.
I was also excited they had Super Smash Bros. In there, which is, again, another multiplayer game.
Now you're really into video games, though.
Yeah.
Not every young person's into video games. What did they have for people who weren't into video games?
They had foosball, and they had a little smoothie bar where you could go and order smoothies, and
Those were all free, I'm sure.
Yeah. They also had a little mini pool devoted just to teens, which was pretty exciting.
Now that was only open during select hours?
Yes, it was only open whenever it was not open to everyone on the ship, because they have open times for everyone on the ship.
Okay.
Which is predominantly in the morning and in the evening.
Yeah, me and Tammy were able to walk through there and get a little tour. They do that periodically throughout the sailing, and we were able to do that at a couple different times. We chose one of them, but the rest of the time when it's not doing that is when you're talking about it's open.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what do you say the age ranges are? I mean, we'll post what they say they are, but what were the age ranges of the people who were in there while you were there?
When I was in there, like I said, it also kind of depended on the time. The same thing about how many kids were in there, but predominantly, for the most part, every part of the day, it was mostly 14 to 16-year-olds in there.
Yeah. So your 17 and 18s don't go in there much.
Not as much.
Okay.
They
can.
They can, and some of them did.
Right.
But mostly it was 14 to 16-year-olds. Is my guess.
Okay. And so I noticed on the navigation schedule, they had different things scheduled all throughout the day that you could do in there. And so did you get to participate in any of that?
Yes, they did have some stuff in there. I got to participate in an early viewing of like a demo of one of the ship's shows. It was the Magician Show. And it was actually kind of interesting. You got to see him up close, you got to talk to him. I know most of the kids were like real excited, and they were super surprised at some of the magic tricks he did. But yeah, we got to see some of that, and it was interesting.
He was an amazing magician, because he was in the main show area for us also. And so that's neat that you got to see him early and got to participate. I know there was some other things like you could participate in making, I think, an animation of some sort.
Yeah, you got to
And so
learn how to.
that was kind of neat. And was there one where you could direct and shoot some sort of a video, or was that the animation one?
Nah, you got to. It was a separate thing. You got to shoot a video, and you got to have different roles, such as you weren't editing, but you were able to direct. You got to do the makeup of people. You also got to do the music, the sound of it, like holding like a mic.
Now you were excited about participating in that.
Yeah.
But then you kind of decided not to because you didn't like some of the choices that some of the other people were trying to make on what they wanted to do. So
yeah,
he just decided not to be involved. So they don't get mad at you if you decide, hey, I don't want to do that. You just move on and go do something else.
Yeah.
It's all about, you having the fun you want to have on your vacation.
Yeah.
So don't think you're locked into anything. Overall, how would you rate the vibe? Would it be something you would want to go back to if you were to go on another cruise?
Well, me personally, I will probably go in there a few times,
Yeah.
but I probably won't go in there as much. I may.
It wasn't as neat as you thought it would be.
No, it was not as neat as I thought it would be. And some of the cast members in there were a little rude.
Yeah, tell us about your experience with a rude cast member. I remember you telling me about that.
Now, I had asked them because I wanted to get some footage. Possibly, I was gonna record a cast member telling what the age group was, and so I asked them, "What is the age group?" And so they rudely rolled their eyes at me and just asked me to go ask another cast member to do it. So it was it felt off-putting considering Disney World itself, who they have some rude cast members because they're just gonna have more cast members throughout the day. I just wasn't expecting that on the cruise, especially considering most of the time all the cast members on the cruise were very nice.
Yeah, overall I would say that the cast members on the cruise were extremely nice. Apparently Cole got a hold of the one that wasn't in a good mood or was maybe having a bad day. And I think that kind of soured your whole mood towards the vibe altogether. So maybe in 2020 when we're back on, I think we're going to take the Fantasy that year. I'm sure they have a teen section also. I don't know if it's called the Vibe or not. I haven't done any research on that. But he can shoot maybe a secondary video to go along with this one, and we can tell you guys if it's better. So overall, scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate the Vibe? 10 being, man, it was the most amazing place. I'd spend my whole trip there. And 1 being, I would never go back there. I had the worst time of my life.
I'd probably put it on the middle of the scale. I had some good times and I had some bad times, so I'll put it directly in the middle.
So there you go. Cole says it's about a 5. I couldn't tell you, and neither could Allison or Tammy. So Cole wanted to share with you guys his experience in the Vibe. If you liked the video,
please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, you can click the bell notification.
That's right. And if you want to, you can jump on managingmickey.com and you can access some other information that'll help you maybe plan your trip or find some templates on how to make some of the crafts that we've done in some other videos. And until next time, from our house to yours.